New comedy promo is going to be on NBC this year. Nope. CBS? Nope. Cox Cable? Yep. Cox Cable? Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. I said so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fact. Mm-hmm. No kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cox. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cox.
Television steps into a new dimension. Genius and imagination created a new technology. What you thought was fantasy is now possible. Cable television advertising. Welcome to the exciting world of Cox Cable's Channel 45. Hi, I'm Steve Cass, and I host the program called On the Line. We appear this fall on Channel 45, and I also work with Limelight Video Productions, the exclusive commercial production company for Channel 45. Join us and explore the infinite possibilities of cable television. We're the only station that gives Cranston and Johnston residents in-depth news coverage of their community. You can watch comedian Rudy Cheeks stick his head inside your TV set, only on 45. And 645 Alive is helping early risers get their circulation going. Rhode Island consumers are tuning in to pick up valuable tips, only on Channel 45. Homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, they're getting advice from Professor Joe Falcone. You bet our programs are being talked about. We're unique. We've got variety, talent, and viewers. We're Cox Cable's local origination station. We reach 10,000 homes, and we're growing in Cranston and Johnston. We're inviting you to join the vanguard of cable television advertisers. Reasonable television advertising rates are no longer a fantasy. So call Limelight Video Productions for information about an advertising package that you can afford. Put your business in the limelight today.
Club Genius, it's the swingin'est place in town. Club Genius, your IQ will come around. From green to brown, from up to down, from Stalingrad to Vegas. Hey, open up them pearly gates for Club Genius. Look out, hey, 7 pillars of Club Genius. When I hear the word culture, I reach for my TV guide. I reach for my TV. I reach for Club Genius, the only place to be. Hey, Club Genius, the only show to see. Mary had a little lamb. Louisiana had food stamp fraud. And you got Club Genius. No cattle mutilations here. Club Genius, advance to the rear at Club Genius. Club Genius. Club Genius.
Welcome to Club Genius, starring Rudy Cheeks. Rudy's guests tonight at the club are Rubber Rodeo, political candidate William O'Flair, songwriter Larry Brusick, B.A., and a visit to St. Rocco's Feast. And now, here's the host of Club Genius, Rudy Cheeks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, and great to be here. Kind of great to be here. And, of course, you can tell I've got a cold, seasonal cold. Seasons are changing. This is when you do get colds. A lot of people out there in the sticks, in the rural sections of our country, find that you have a... You can tell when the seasons are changing, when the leaves change and the colors turn from green to brown. us people who live in urban areas know that you actually can tell when the seasons are changing by the leaving of the bums from the inner city area. They usually come in they come in by the vanfuls, by the bus loads in the early spring and stick around all summer, sleeping on the park benches, etc. And then when winter gets cold, a lot of them leave, and we'll be saying goodbye to many of these, my fine friends. What we'd like to talk about now is that my plan to give these bums a proper send-off. That's an idea I had, a couple of years ago. I say, let's rent a big bus. Rip out the seats, put in some hay, you know what I mean? Make them feel comfortable and be able to relax. Get that bus. And then a week beforehand, you pass out flyers downtown area saying, let's get to, let's go. Oh, jeez, I'm losing it. Sorry. I'm just trying to play to the audience here. You get the flyers, you pass them out, say, big free picnic, free food, free wine, meet on the mall at exactly 10 a.m. So only pass them out to the bums in the downtown area. Pass them out. But, you're shooting a reaction shot now. Oh, excuse me. Pass these out to the bums. They'll show up there, of course. They'll be there, no problem. Get them to take a bus to the middle of probably the richest suburb in the state. Give them a pint of wine before you go on. Give them a pint of good and cheap wine. Let them get out there, then leave. Just leave them there. And ring doorbells. That's my idea of a joke. Okay. Oh, you wanted to change the paintings? Oh, hold on a minute. We're going to change the paintings on the set. We've had them for 2 weeks. This is it. So, taking down. This is Victoria Wolf's work. Thank you very much, Victoria. Vicki, when'd you, and this is, of course, Stacey Carr's work coming down. Vicki, when'd you do this? When did you do these paintings? About a month ago. Okay. Already sold, right? Yeah. Okay. Gee, that's a good one. Let's see if we can get it kind of straight. Okay. Whoa. That looks good. Yeah. Okay. It's no need for severe angles there. All right. Different paintings on the set, of course. Victoria Wolf's paintings. Now, I guess we should shift to a commercial now, huh? Is that what we're going to do? Let's go to a commercial. Okay. I'm going to try to take some Comtrex or something. I'll be back in just a minute.
Radio is the thing
that regulates what goes through the car, right?
Goes through
and
the
how
car.
much gas is fed to the engine?
Yes, that's
Well,
right.
if the car is stalling out, then I'd say that something's wrong with that regulator, and if that's the carburetor. But you've worked on that before.
Oh, wait a minute now. You blaming me for fouling it up?
No, I'm not blaming you.
I know what I'm doing when I work on that car.
Have you ever wished you could just pick up the phone and say something to that guy talking on your TV set? Have you ever hoped the interviewer would ask him your question? Have you ever really wanted to get in on the discussion or challenge the guy and give him your view of the facts? Well, here's your chance. Call Steve Cass and his guests on the Line and speak your mind on live TV. It's your chance to put your own questions to the guest. Get in on a lively discussion. Spark a hot debate with some fascinating people involved in exciting and unusual businesses. Rhode Island's top model, an NFL player, popular newspaper columnists, a professional ghost hunter, a belly dancer and her exotic and dangerous partner, a former beauty queen. These are only a few of the personalities to have appeared on the Line. Join Steve Cass and his guests by getting On the Line every Thursday night from 5 to 6, only on Channel 45.
Okay, we're back. We're back finally. As I say, I'm suffering from illness. I'm sorry, folks. Tonight might not be a little smooth, as it's been in the past, of course. And we have our first guest with us, and they're already hawking that record shamelessly. Folks, a couple members of the band Rubber Rodeo, Gary Lead and Doug Allen from Rubber Rodeo. Great to have you fellas here. I take it that that's your album. That's it. That's the one. And you fellas this just came out, what, about a month ago, huh? Couple weeks ago. And you're on your way to, this is a local band, by the way, a Rhode Island group, and they're on their way to the West Coast, am I right? That's it. And there's the record itself. Let's see what that record actually looks like. Under the cover, there it is. It's black. And it's round. It's round as well. It's round. That's right. And they made it themselves. I'm very proud of it. Good work. Oh, just a second. What? Like it. And it rolls like a wheel. Okay, kids can have fun at home, too. I'll tell you, these rock and roll bands, they think of everything. You know what I mean? Well, fellas, so you guys are going out to to Los Angeles, I understand. And you leave, what, a couple weeks? Couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, end of October. That's the date I heard. What do you think? Not really sure, but somebody's taking care of it for you, I take it, right? Okay, fellas. Well, now, I understand you have we have a videotape of one of your songs here. And, well, you guys are performing, but it's actually, it's a Dolly Parton number entitled Jolene, right? That's it. Okay, well, shall we roll that tape, maybe? No? Let's not roll that tape. Okay, well, they're not quite ready to roll that tape. Yeah. Let's ask these fellas. Did you guys eat dinner this evening? Huh? They did. And was it good? Was it Cowboys-type food? Superb, superb. Ate here in the Cranston-Johnston area, I'll take it. Right, right. What if Mama Rose's? All right. Well, I guess we are about ready now to look at that videotape. We're all set. Let's take a look at it. Rubber Rodeo, Jolene. It is. Rubber Rodeo. Rubber Rodeo's Jolene, the Dolly Parton song, the same name. Actually, it's the same song. It's just that they do it kind of differently from Dolly. Embarrassing tape, fellas, but a great song, and of course, you guys are swell. Now, speaking of embarrassments right now, a moment for religion.
Brothers and sisters, I want to talk about deliverance this evening because God has delivered, and I mean delivered, the new Rubber Rodeo record. Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
But by the grace of his own gentle hand and the insanity of our manager's billfold, we now can deliver to you a beautiful EP as you've seen here tonight. Now, Rubber Rodeo has touched my heart as I think it has touched yours already. And it'll touch you in a very special place soon. I know it will. And you know, if music is the food of love, then Eat Records is a delightful caterer. Can I hear you say amen?
Amen.
It's a joyful noise unto the Lord. Lord, it's a holy racket. Hallelujah. It's a boogity beat. It's a straight-ahead slap-back groove of love that we so crave. I think you know what I'm talking about. Don't you love it? I know you do. You know, it can kind of cure what ails you. It'll keep the devil away when you're in the shower, and it'll last for up to 8 hours. Can I hear you now say hallelujah? Thank you. It will be delivered to your door, to your GE Home Entertainment Center. It will deliver you from all that ails you. It is a vice that you should not abstain from. I think you know what I mean. Now come on down and get it. A minute, we'll wait for you. Let us pray.
Well, folks, while we're praying for this deliverance of the Rubber Rodeo record, let's go right now to another religious feast, a tape from St. Rocco's Festival just this past summer.
And there he is now, folks, St. Rocco himself. Let's take a look at him. He's wearing a funny hat. He's typical robe there. He's showing his knee for some apparent reason, and you can tell he's a family man. He's got a dog. The dog appears to have a spinach pie in his mouth, I think. A dog with a spinach pie. So there he is, St. Rocco, and we're going to go to the festival right now here at St. Rocco's and talk to some of the people about St. Rocco. Okay, we've got a couple fellas here at St. Rocco's Festival. Guys, you know anything about St. Rocco?
Yes.
What do you know about St. Rocco? What's your name?
Moreno Batacola.
Ah, and are you a member of this parish here?
Yes.
Okay, what can you tell me about St. Rocco?
Not much. I don't know anything about it.
Just a minute, I thought you just told me you knew something about him.
I don't.
You don't? Well, you don't know what's in the dog's mouth out there. I say a spinach pie. What do you guys say? You say it's a bone. Okay, it's a large, thick bone. What do you think is in the dog's mouth out there, the St. Rocco statue, guys?
I think it's a bone.
You think it's a bone? A bone. That seems to be the consensus. You fellas have any feeling about what that is in the dog's mouth out there in the statue of St. Rocco? It's a bone. These guys seem to think it's a bone. And it's not shaped like a bone, but, well, guys, I'll take that into consideration. If any of you guys can get a definitive answer on this, will you see me before the festival's over, will you guys? Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to keep searching, folks. Bob Keith. This is Bob's radio. Bob, you live in that radio. Really, you would? Paid enough money for it. He's going to move into his radio. Bob, good luck. Good luck moving into your radio, Bob. We're going to start to get into the swing of things here at St. Rocco's Italian Festival. It's beautiful out, and here's, hey, hi, kiss me, I'm Italian. The dog got in its mouth, and that's what we're really getting at here.
I think it's got a seed or something for St. Rocco.
A seed. He looks like he's carrying a very large seed for St. Rocco. It could be. Now, one other question, Scott. Have you seen Rocky III?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of the movie?
It's excellent.
Excellent
Great.
movie. You going to go to Rocky IV?
Well, if it comes out, I'll be there.
Hey, here we go. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Dale.
Dale, have you been out in front of the church today?
Off and on.
Off and on. What do you think's in that dog's mouth and just beneath St. Rocco?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
Didn't get a good look at it, huh?
No.
Okay, have you seen Rocky III?
No.
Well, as we're about to listen to the strains of Art Conceptual and his orchestra here at the St. Rocco's Festival, I've been looking for the answer to the question about what's in that dog's mouth out there in the statue of St. Rocco. Just haven't been able to find out. Asked a few people. Some say bread, seed of life, bone, spinach pie. There's been a lot of different answers, but no definitive one. But we've had a great time here, and I know I'll be back to this festival again next year. So we'll see you then. Okay. Little field trip this summer to St. Rocco's Festival out in Johnston, the all-gay city. Now, we have with us now another guest, and this is tried to change the tone of the show a little bit more, make it a little bit more serious. We have a candidate for political office. As a matter of fact, he's an independent candidate for the 2nd Congressional District seat, currently held by Claudine Schneider. And, well, it's William O'Flair, ladies and gentlemen. William O'Flair. Now,
thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome, Bill. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
And, Bill, you're the name of your party. Apparently, nobody really knows the name of your political party. Could you give us some information on that?
Well, I just wanted to leave it as independent until I actually got on the air. I was afraid you might not take it seriously enough, and I wanted you to see me in person first, realize that I am a serious person about this before I disclose the name of the party.
And could you disclose that name for our viewers in Cranston and Johnston here? And
the Ducks.
The Ducks is the name of the party. Well, that's
except in Johnston, we'll be listed as A Ducks.
A Ducks, like
yes.
A
Small
Ducks.
A, large D.
I see, because you want to get on that ballot. What could you tell me exactly what this name Ducks means?
Well, we were looking for a name that would symbolize what we stood for, and everything we came up sounded like some kind of balloon going across America, or some ship sailing around in Newport. So most of the people that I hang around with who are interested in conceiving a grassroots party like to go duck hunting, so we said, why not? We'll call ourselves the Ducks.
It's quite an interesting story. I don't know if that's going to be very attractive to the voter in general, but maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, we just wanted to keep it simple. We played around with a lot of things. Ducks are us. The DAs.
The DAs, yeah, right.
Finally, Ducks.
Ducks. Well, it's an interesting name. And now, Bill, about yourself, what is your background? Where have you, what kind of jobs have you held?
Well, I'm a native Rhode Islander, and I've held regular jobs. That goes with my background of attending public schools and factory work in the summers as a kid, factory work in the winter as an adult, regular jobs. I've put away some money, and I've been able to open up a few laundromats.
Some laundromats, yes. That's interesting. So you're in the laundry business.
And software. We also have software available.
Right. That's interesting. I know I used to work in some laundromats myself when I was in the nightclub business. Now, that seems to be a paintbrush there in your pocket. What exactly does that mean?
Oh, this is...
yeah, I don't know if you can get a shot of this paintbrush here.
Well, this has nothing to do with my roots. In fact, it has nothing to do with the way I earn a living. This is just to remind me that I'm not Eddie Beard, I'm not bald, and I'm not uneducated.
And
I
you're
am
not mic'd up
uncoordinated.
right now
I'm not
either.
mic'd up either.
Right. We're getting that mic'd up, I think. Okay, you got it back in there, Bill.
I do carry a real symbol of what I do for a living, though, just to remind me of where I came from.
Mind you of your roots.
Yes.
It's not that hunk of hair there.
After factory work and after dabbling in the laundromat biz, I decided to sell real estate, and that didn't pan out, so I've been selling insurance lately, help make ends meet, whole life insurance. The symbol I do carry with me is this diseased lung.
Oh, gee, that's... Can I touch it without...
Yeah.
It's...
Now this particular one,
diseased, all right,
this came from the body of a man who smokes cigars. One or two a day for I think about 10 years, and boom, he was dead at about 36. This is I carry with a reminder. This is well, I'd like to show you what a healthy lung looks like. You can see the difference for yourself here.
Okay, there we go. There's one.
Yeah.
It is a lot like that
Okay.
Topo toothpaste commercial here, right?
This is the cigar smoker, and this is a healthy lung here. Okay? And with that in mind, you might, during a commercial break, want to take a look at this.
Show your...
It's one of my policies for smokers.
For smokers.
Check it out.
Special smokers policy. This is interesting. I will take a look at this a little bit later on, Bill. Now, I'm interested. Where the heck are you getting the money to run this campaign? You know, I mean, you must have some kind of, just to make the posters up and to, just make personal appearances. Where's the money coming from?
We get it from the little guy in the street, mainly.
Right, this little man.
We do not accept any contributions from any organized groups, unions, big business, special interests, what have you. Just the little man in the street. And we have a small staff of volunteers who go out into the street, the malls, shopping centers, here and there. And they'll just have people approach, and they'll tend to draw a crowd with the type of contributions we solicit. I'd like to show you an example of that. Most of our money comes from this type of solicitation. And we'll strike up a conversation with a fellow and just say, what do you think about the economy? What do you think about this? And I'll drop the fact that I'm running. And would you like to donate some money? And I'll mention that most of the times, unless you have an income that's large enough for you to write it off on the tax, it's more or less throwing your money out the window, because whatever you vote in, whoever you vote in, usually is not voting in your best interest. So we say, rather than throwing the money out the window, wouldn't you rather make an investment for $20 and pick a card?
I'll take the one on the right there. Yeah,
this one?
Closest to me, right?
No, you lose.
Queen. Okay, well.
Okay, and it's $20 out of your pocket into me, and we'll play it a few more times. Yeah. Just to give you a chance to get even.
Let me owe that to you there, Bill.
So even though it's the small man we're looking for money, we usually wind up with the small man giving us $200-300.
It's an interesting way to get that money, Bill. Now, let me ask you about some of the issues here. What is your opinion of Reaganomics, for instance?
Reaganomics. Yeah. Well, take the trickle-down theory, for example. If I may, I'd like to offer an analogy to that. The trickle-down theory would be like a summer romance, and you have a boy and a girl up on a fire escape on the 5th floor, and a spinster lady that works and lives on the 4th floor. The boy and girl go out in the summertime on the fire escape to make it, and the spinster's below reading the paper on the fire escape to escape the heat. Now, trickle-down theory would say before the end of the summer is over, that lady on the 4th floor out there reading the newspaper should get pregnant. So that's not going to happen, and I'm not in favor of Reaganomics.
Okay, well, there's an interesting point of view on Reaganomics. And you think that some people do need... What about the employment rate, for instance? Now, we're talking about unemployment is skyrocketing, over 10% now in the country. What do you think?
Well, I agree that there is unemployment, but I don't know how much attention should be paid to that. I've had a couple of polls taken, surveys done, and what we've done is we've more or less proved that there's no such thing as unemployment. We sent workers out to the various Adams Drugs locations in the state. We've sent them down to the malls, sent them over to Tasker to check out the pre-trade policy going on, see how well it's working on. And just based on the number of people in line every day, buying this and that, buying this and that. We've discovered that everyone in Rhode Island makes about, just based on average purchase at all these places, they make about 14 grand. And these are people that are there. We've taken polls all times of the day, so these people obviously are not working, but somehow they've come up with $14,000, about the average, yeah. So I don't really put too much faith in the unemployment figures.
Okay, well, now quickly, Bill, how about, so you don't think you think some people do need a job, and what do you think about Claudine's support for the Job Training Act?
Jobs Training Act,
Jobs
yes.
Training Act, the Democratic proposition.
The pork barrel project. Pork barrel project.
All right.
The idea is, I haven't been able to prove she has any connection to a paper company, but what the idea behind that is, take an unemployed person, you put him in a bare room, and you spread all of these unemployment checks and time cards out, and just let the guy go to the bathroom. And over a period of weeks, you just put less and less time cards down, less and less employment checks, until there's only one at the door. You open it, kick them out, tell them to get a job, and that's it. But a lot of money going for nothing. There's no real market out there for someone who's been kicked out, toilet trained.
Okay, well,
pork barrel.
Pork barrel. Now, do you have any ideas for new jobs?
Well, I have a couple. I've checked out Section 8 mauling.
It's like building malls like Section 8 housing,
yes,
right?
Yes. I would like to conceive the Great Wall of Rhode Island. It would.
Where would you put these malls now?
Well, the beginning of it would be up near Pasco. It would run down through Lincoln to the Lincoln Mall, make a big arc over Pawtucket, wouldn't touch down.
Hold on, now you're in the laundromat. Where's your laundries? I think that
I have one in Pasco and
anywhere near this mall.
A few of them, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Taxes.
But that's just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah,
okay.
Just a coincidence.
Well,
It's like Phil Noel. Phil Noel goes into the offshore oil leasing business. Now, is it just a coincidence that all those rigs, the drill bits, are quahog tongs? That's the real. That's the real reason they didn't find any gas. You can only go down so far with a quahog tong.
Okay. Well. Okay, well, listen, we're going to leave. We're going to come back to Bill in just a second, Bill O'Flair in just a minute. But first, we have a brief political message of our own.
Rudy Cheeks cares about this state. He was born here, and he knows the land and the people in a way that only one who cares about Rhode Island can. Rudy Cheeks cares about the environment. He cares about the handicapped. He cares about the family. Rudy Cheeks cares about the threat of nuclear proliferation.
Hi, I'm Rudy Cheeks, and I'm not running for political office or anything. I just thought you might be interested in what I care about. I also care about
washing machines, weird mannequin parts, locusts, the Everly Brothers and what they're doing today.
Rudy Cheeks. He cares about almost everything.
Just thought you might like to know. Well, we're back here with Bill O'Flair, Ducks Party candidate for the second congressional seat. Now, you are a newcomer. You're a totally unfamiliar face. Now, how do you go about making people remember you when it comes time for them to vote? How are they going to remember you as a candidate?
There's a lot of work that goes behind it. I don't think many people appreciate what has to go through committees and just think tank type meetings before you can actually hit the road as a candidate. People see your face on the screen, they think that's all there is to it. There's a lot of work that goes into it, even before you work up the courage to say, yes, I think I could do this, and go out and campaign. My particular background, I've only been exposed to a certain circle of people. I haven't been exposed to Cape Verdeans too much. I don't play poker with a lot of basketball players. But for example, you try to make them remember you by being able to identify with you. And the way you do that is you identify with them. My steering committee came up with it. This is just one example for. Now, I don't want to come off as a racist. This happens to be a black group chart.
We hold that up to which camera over here? Now, what exactly, over here? Take this camera. Now, can you explain this to us here, Bill, this,
Well, rather than go in as a very white person and look ridiculous, you do research. And one of the things we've been working on is feeling comfortable with certain groups. We have a chart like this for Italians and WASPs and things. This one happens to be the black one. What you would do with this is you hold this up at eye level to practice the high five, which is in vogue now, up here. Bump into a brother walking the streets with a radio. It's not exactly the full slap. It's more like of a knuckle tap. You practice. So you bump into a paraplegic on the mall, you just kind of jump into a chair somehow and have somebody kind of push you over and touch elbows with them. And if you're going to be buying something from them, this is a very quick handshake. It's kind of like this.
Smooth, quick. Well, that sounds fascinating,
Lots
Bill.
of practice. Lots of practice involved.
Bill, I want to tell you, it's been great having you here. I want to ask you quickly just to evaluate Claudine and Jim Ackerman and why you think you're the best candidate before we leave you. I just want to ask that one question. I think that's a vital question.
Well, they've been on television. I haven't had quite enough money to do that. It seems to be the big baseball theme this year. Yes, I'm a great guy. I can hit home runs, run around on bases. That's fine if everything's going good. The economy is not too well. Inflation continues. You mentioned unemployment. I'm not too concerned about it. But what if something goes bad? What if something goes bad? So if these people are baseball players, great baseball players, I'm going to ask you, who do you want up there? The economy is good, but what happens when it goes bad? Fly ball comes out to Jim Ackerman here. He gets a bloody nose. Schneiding out there playing right field, same thing, smashed.
Bloody nose.
I'm wearing shades. I know. I played right field before. Look at no blood.
No problem. All right, what do I got? Okay, a man who knows baseball. Okay. Well, that's very vital. And Bill, congratulations in your race for the 2nd District seat.
Thanks
Bill
for having me
O'Flair.
here.
Bill O'Flair Ducks Party.
Vote Duck.
Thank you very much. Vote Ducks. Now we're going to be going to a commercial, and we'll be back in just a few seconds. Vote Ducks.
I love you, big dummy. Breathe deep, don't breathe a lie. Love has nobody has love. I love you, big dummy.
Hello, my name is Tom Suprock. I'm State Coordinator for Rhode Island's participation in the National Salute to Vietnam Veterans, November 10th through 14th. For 5 days, an anticipated 250,000 Vietnam veterans will gather in Washington, D.C. for computerized reunions, a massive parade by states, and other organized activities. Join us. We have arranged travel and transportation at a greatly reduced price during the period of the reunions and the parades. For more information, call 521-6710. Thank you.
Announcing the real Girl Scouting. That's Girl Scouting? That's Girl Scouting. Really? Really! The real Girl Scouting. Now playing at your local Girl Scout Council.
Thank you. We're back. I'd like to thank Bill O'Flair. Right now, well, we're supposed to be going to this tape, but this is live TV. I'm sorry, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, could you hang on to stuff, Tom? I'll be back in a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Did you see Eileen? Do you know where he went? Where is? I don't know what. This is ridiculous. He's in the middle of the show and he's going to the bathroom. I don't know where to go. Wait. All right. All right, he'll be back. Okay, he'll be back. That's good. All right. What? Okay, good. We got him now. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, you know. I mean, like if we were on tape, like all the real TV shows, I wouldn't have to do this, would I? Huh? No, not at all. Of course not.
Yeah, right.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the real star of the show, Ian Tracy. There he is. Let's hear it for him, Ian. That's it for you, Ian. That's it. I mean, really, the kid was hogging the camera all last week, busted my cigar. If you can learn to keep his hands off my cigar, we'll be back with Ian next week. But actually, next week we're going to have a rerun. Aren't we cheap? All right. Now let's get back to the program, and we have something very, very interesting for you. We have an actual art film created by a local artist, Miss Kim Sherman. So let's go to that now, an art film entitled Hokey Pokey. Art school. Oh, here we go. Hokey Pokey. You're back. Hokey Pokey. Kim Sherman's Hokey Pokey. A wonderful film. Okay, there it is. Hokey Pokey by Kim Sherman. And now we have a, let me see if I can get to my actual notes here. Get this straightened out. Now we have a very exciting kind of fellow. Somebody that one of our writers, J.R. Mitchell, if you're out there, J.R., and you're seeing this, please don't walk off the show. He said he would quit if he saw Brusick on one more time. But here he is, Larry Brusick, our special guest.
Thanks, folks.
Larry and I, of course, went to, were in college together. And Larry, I understand you've got a band together now called the Tomcats.
It's true. It's true. It's a South County rock and roll band.
Rock and roll experience. You're not originally from South County, though. You're from out of state, right?
I'm personally from New Jersey. I live close to Paramus.
Close to Paramus, New Jersey. Anybody out there at home in Johnston-Cranston area who's ever been to Paramus, New Jersey, you can applaud now, okay? I think that's enough. Well, Larry, how's it going with the band? I understand you guys haven't been doing too well, jobs-wise, money-wise.
Well, we play a lot at Lad School. We're kind of the house band there. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot better than honest work.
Well, I know very little about that myself, Larry. But I know the dishonesty of scamming the state for money playing at Lad School, too. Well, that's the thing. I had played for a gang of folks from Lad School myself, and they are great dancers. They love to dance. They're one of the most appreciative audiences, terrific group.
That's true.
And I'm sure you guys are very popular up there. I mean, what do you walk around? You have to give autographs and stuff. Have to wear shades on the.
It's like being in 16 magazine. You know, it's a lot of fun. It really is. I remember seeing you years back in the Motels.
Fabulous Motels band, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we go back to a lot of strange audiences across the years.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, remember, you were one of the strange guys in the audience. It's kind of, well, Larry, I've had about enough of talking to you on this level. Let's get to something more vital. I understand you are going to pull a Lloyd Thaxton, as I was doing in my nightclub act recently. You're going to lip sync a song for us, right?
I'll try to pull it off.
Yeah. All right. that's what she said. Sorry, folks. Nightclub act just coming back to me all of a sudden.
Oh, it's like the old Clay Cole and the Dick Clark routines, and it certainly saves a lot on technical expenses, and it could be a lot of fun too. Who knows?
Okay, now Larry, the name of this song is what?
Well, this is a tune that the Tomcats do in South County. It's something that my dad told me about. It's a little thing that we call you grow up, you get old, and you die.
Well, there it is. Sounds like a pretty interesting number to me. You get up, you grow old, and you die. Let's hear it. Larry Brusick, right over here. Unhook yourself there, Larry. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Larry Brusick with a live lip sync of You Get Up, You Grow Old, You Die. genius of Larry Brusick and the Tomcats. You get up, you grow old, and you die. All right, Larry, you better shut up. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Larry Brusick, ladies and gentlemen. What a guy, Larry Brusick. A beautiful human being, but not on this planet. Okay, we're going to take some phone calls now. We've got the phone ready. So, folks, here comes the phone-in portion of the show. So, if you'd like to talk to me, Jackie, Rudy Cheeks here at Club Genius, give us a call at, do I have the number written down here? 943-6706, or not. I don't know. There used to be another number. I think it's 943-6705 too, right? Okay, 943-6706 or 9. It's right here on the phone. Oh, what a miracle! 943-6705. Yeah, you know, the Bell Telephone Company, they do just about anything. So we're going to run to a commercial now, and we'll be back in just a minute with phone calls. Yeah.
What you're listening to are musicians performing psychedelic music under the influence of a mind-altering chemical called LSD.
This winter, senior citizens and the disabled face increased health risks from the cold. Because the elderly have problems maintaining body heat, even temperatures of 65 degrees can cause severe health problems. This year, take a few dollars and give a senior you know the gift of warmth. For example, just a hat helps prevent a 40% loss in body heat. Thermal undergarments are of great value. So is a lap blanket. Warm slippers for the feet help a lot. And an inexpensive thermometer lets the senior know when the heat is too low. A balanced diet will help the body fight the cold. And check with your doctor to see if medications cause a need for warmer temperatures. Often the winter cold causes health problems which the elderly don't even realize. That's why it's important to stay warm and stay in touch. After all, you might be able to save a life with only a 5-minute phone call a day. Contact Project Energy Care, Post Office Box 2970, Washington, D.C.
Thanks a million. Everything's great.
Okay, we're back, and we've got somebody here on the line. Let's see, who is it? It's who?
Pat Bailey.
Pat Bailey. Pat, how you doing?
Hey, okay.
His old friend here, Pat. I didn't think they had the. I didn't think they laid the cable in your area.
We were the first, almost.
You were the first?
We're online.
All right.
In Norwood.
Well, that's tremendous. Out in Norwood.
Yeah, John's here and Beth and Pam, and we just watched the World Series. St. Louis won.
St. Louis won. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Beth
sorry.
wants to say hi.
Is this what? Pam wants to say hi?
Beth.
Oh, Beth. Beth. Hi, Beth. What?
You look really good. I like your outfit.
You like my outfit? Thank you very much. It's the same outfit I wear around town. I think you might have recognized.
I've always liked it.
Huh?
I've always liked it.
You've always liked it. I know that, Beth, but that's another subject we'll discuss a little bit later on.
Yeah, well, you could wash it. You could wash it.
I could wash. I have washed it. I've washed it quite often. Just because I haven't gotten around to it in the last month or two, it doesn't mean anything. Now, we have a disgraced policewoman on the phone here.
Oh.
Can you talk, or won't your legal counsel let you? We may.
Here's her legal counsel.
Oh, here's her legal. Oh.
If you continue in this manner, we will have a suit against you, Mr. Cheeks.
Well, if you do have a suit against me, make it about a 42, okay? 42 short.
What do you want, that velour?
No, not in velour. I go for more conservative cut, maybe seersucker, okay?
Seersucker. What are you trying to be chafy or what?
All right, listen. Here we go. Well, I'm not going to handle any of these personal phone calls anymore. Well, thanks for calling. I'm glad to see that somebody I actually know is watching this show and then calls and harasses me.
I have to put an ad on this show.
Do you want to put an
ad? A break.
Oh, it's Rector. Okay, we have the owner of a very, very sleazy and disreputable establishment in Providence on the line here, and of course, right. Any of you people who are going to be in the downtown Providence area, forget it. Don't go to Leo's. I think that's the message. Is that the message you wanted me to deliver?
Good advice.
Okay, good advice. Well, listen, have a good time and keep drinking over there, whatever you're doing, because I'm sure there's something like that. Well, I'm going to get rid of you people and go on to somebody else right now. So get out of here. Oh, who's this?
Who's what?
Who's what? Well, you're the one who said that. Who's this?
Linda.
It's Linda.
Yes, Jackie's angels say hi.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? You're receiving the show in your home, too.
You don't know who this is, do you?
Yeah. Well, are you there with Suzanne?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is Jane there?
Yeah.
And Marlene?
Yeah.
Well, I'll meet you guys all at the steam room in about an hour, okay? Well, listen, I want to talk to real clowns, not you guys, so get out of here. All right. Let's talk to some real residents. Who's this?
This is David Letterman.
David. How you doing?
Fine, Rudy, fine. Nice talking to you.
Well,
I've
David-
been a fan of your show for at least 3 weeks, no, almost a month I've been a fan of yours, and I never miss a show, and I must say this is the best to date.
Well, David, let me tell you something. Since your voice sounds... what are you doing in Cranston Johnson tonight?
Well, I just have a little time off before the show, and I just thought I'd come and catch one of my all-time favorites.
Well, David, it sounds like you sure your last name is Letterman and not Tracy?
Sorry, I gotta go.
Okay. Well, what a disgrace, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that we've just about had it with these phone calls now. All clowns that I know called me up. Now, if we... Holy cow. Hang this up. If we can't get some phone calls or some real idiots out there who don't know me, I mean, instead of real idiots who do know me, then we're just going to have to give up this phone conversation stuff. But next week, we're going to rerun the first show. So you folks who missed the first show, why? Someone may ask why we're running the rerun show. The reason why we're running a rerun so quickly, let me show you something right here. This is something I like to call it money. And we've got a severe shortage of this, and we're asking folks to send it in or buy some ads on the show. Call those numbers that we just gave you, 943-6706, 943-6705, and start buying some advertising for this show, or else it's going to be just as stupid as this. You'd be surprised at how good I can be when I have some money. So anyway. Well, folks, I think it's about time to say goodbye, so I'd like to sing for you. Our relationship is beneath my swinging consciousness, 'cause in my eating lifestyle, you are in the way. But I love you, baby. May I borrow your jumper cables? Your check is in the mail. I love you in my special way. Thank you very much, folks, and we'll see you next week, okay? Bye-bye. Good night. I don't think